Hey YouTube, Danae here. Today I'm going to tell you the story about the time that gravity decided that my day was just going too well. Backstory, at this time I was in college and I was driving my grandmother's truck because my car needed to have the brakes fixed. Brakes in a car are important, apparently. So I have my grandma's truck and I drive from my dorm to a store so that I could just practice a little retail therapy. I was finished with classes for the day. I didn't have rehearsal till that evening. So, whatever. I'm going to spend a little bit of money. Why not? I have it to spare. I get to the store. I start looking around. I realize I have to go to the bathroom. So I head to the bathroom. They had automatic flushers in this bathroom, and you can probably see where this is going. Turns out my coat pockets were a smidgen too big. I heard a plop, and I turned, and it flushed, and I had the most horrified look on my face as the handicapped key ring that was literally as long as my hand, not as long as my palm, as long as my hand, went down the drain with all the keys on it. I stared for about 5 seconds that felt like, I don't know, a million years. I was convinced my heart was no longer beating. I then managed to make it out to the customer service desk and somehow very calmly explain the problem to them. They then looked at me and told me there was nothing they could do. And this was when the panic set in. Rather than demand, "What do you mean there's nothing you can do?" of them, and rather than calling my grandma to tell her what had happened, I kind of took the coward's way out in that I called my mother first. And then she called my grandparents. Thankfully, my grandparents both have fantastic senses of humor. They mostly just laughed about what had happened as they brought me the spare key. Key, singular, not plural, as they reminded me, of course, several times. I proceeded to not put it in my pocket, but attach it to my very belt loop and check a million times that evening during rehearsal to make sure it was still there. My grandfather went to the customer service desk and proceeded to fall into his "I'm a Navy chief and you're gonna do what I say because I was a Navy chief" mode. And yeah, he started talking to them, and I don't know how far up the corporate ladder he ended up going, but they ended up doing what they told me they couldn't do, and they pulled the toilet out to check the tank directly underneath it. As I heard later, they had found 5 sets of keys, none of which were my grandmother's. So yeah, there's that story. Hope everybody has an awesome day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.